Hey Adelaide, it's your boy Con from BTC, Brighton Trophy Centre.
You ready, man?
And now it's time for BTM.
The place to be. It's about that
Let's go.
In lockdown edition.
Oh, that is different. Con and Lena at the Brighton Trophy Centre, or I need to get rid of the Brighton Trophy Centre. Steve the Pirate, Mind and Movement Physio, Stavros, shout out to you. Lee at Shifty Lizard, and thank you very much to the Ozcast Network. Welcome to Best Teammates Lockdown Edition Part 2. This is the third day in a row that we have done a podcast, and we are live once again. Jared Walsh here. Let's go around the Brady Bunch style. So I'm going to look that way. G'day, Andy Martin. How you going?
I think it's different in everyone.
Yeah, different for everyone.
It is. Yeah. You just looked out to no one then.
Hey, man.
Sorry. G'day, Andy Martin. How you going?
Well,
You're well.
no, I'm going good. It was another day of looking after the kids all day because Yaz was feeding the masses of Adelaide with gourmet food boxes. So she hasn't actually come back yet. She's still on her way back from delivery.
God.
So that's how.
Where are the kids?
Oh, shit. They're, in the, they're asleep. They're asleep. It is nighttime. It is bedtime.
4 children to sleep on your own, Andy Martin.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with Denizen. No. We've got a
Next minute, Yaz is speeding home.
Yeah. Also, the SWAT comes through the window with all their helicopters. And shit. Anyway, it's been a great day and educational as well. Learned a lot about the kids. So turns out they've got names. No.
Hello, Rosie Panetta, wearing your Port Adelaide beanie. How are you doing?
I'm good, guys. Yeah, you can't see it. There we go. What is that? Is that a sock?
It's a sock. It's a wind sock because I'm outside at the moment again, so it's I'm single socking.
Yep.
Oh no, only losers single sock.
Oh,
That's a massive sock though.
Yeah, thank you very much. And what about this?
Yeah.
That's a winning sock.
See you in the
So,
shower.
Rosie, you said that you're going to be in a lot more alert tonight.
I had a nap today, guys. I never nap, but we chat way too much last night, so I didn't get any sleep.
It was very good. Matty Burgess, how are you, mate? You've got a moustache.
yeah. I had a bit of a trim today. That's about all I achieved.
Really?
Apart from getting out of bed. Yeah.
So does that is it slow trim? You just sit there like,
yeah. I use scissors. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Chin ones.
it's good to see everybody. It's great to be in lockdown once again. Last night was pretty scary, but before we went on to do our live podcast, because obviously South Australian government and SA Health announced that there were 6 new cases last night. So then leading into basically 14 cases over a couple of days. This morning, it was a little bit better. And I don't know if you guys were similar to me. You go, awesome. The morning report of the cases is great. Let's wait for the surprise press conference in the afternoon to see where we're at. But it seems to be an okay day today in South Australia. So who knows what's going to happen with the lockdown, but things seem to be sorting themselves out a bit. What did you guys do anything different to entertain yourselves? Matty, you said you had a moustache trim, and Rosie obviously still displaying the radio award in the background on the wall, and Andy's removed his background.
Andy's moved rooms.
no, I took down the shelf.
Or he just got rid of the fake background.
Or did it fall down?
Well, after if the Lizard made a comment online about the shelving, I decided to pull it all down.
Wouldn't be the first shelving issue you've had as well.
No, not at all. Of course, you may have heard that first one that I spoke about on the podcast for in the emergency ward. But Rosie will explain that off air.
No, I reckon you've told that one a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
I've been, yeah.
Did I show you? Or just tell you?
No, there wasn't. It wasn't a display.
No photos.
We've got Walshy's put me in charge of the comments here from the listeners.
Yes.
And there's a couple little early clips to you, Walshy.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's show him. What do you got?
So Keithy's Simon Keith, that is. I don't know him. I just call him Keithy.
He's the 2-time winner of the Shifty Sound.
He is, and he's probably allowed to have this comment now that he's won that twice. You're running the same jumper 2 nights in a row.
Okay, so you want me to answer that question?
No. He said same jumper 2 nights in a row, Walshy, question mark.
Okay, so it's a question. This is my pajama top. So I'm in my pajamas. How often do you guys change your pajamas?
I don't
Daily.
wear Pajamas.
What do you mean by that?
Oh,
That's it. I'm not.
Horny
I'm
Rosie's
regretting
here.
saying-
The second one.
next to the microphone going,
Rosie's looking at her internal camera, and Chris was like,
that internal camera. What?
Not that internal camera.
Dr. Chris in the house.
Anyway, moving on. The second one is Mill Train reckons he's getting sunburn from your light, Jared.
Well, he would though, because he's a ranger, like he's a bald ranger, so of course he'd get sunburned from that. But I needed more light tonight because this was the light I was rolling with last night, which is like my daughter's light. So like this heaps better, isn't it?
Yeah, you know,
What is
Jared,
it?
the light last
Get a
night,
floodlight in
the
there.
flashlight had more light than your light.
So can I ask a question from that? Rosie, it's not a directed question at you. Have you guys slept nude before? I've done that once before, and it's very uncomfortable. I can't sleep in the nude.
Yeah, I can't do
I
it.
don't want to.
Well, I don't want to answer the question now.
Rosie, what is the answer to the
Rosie.
question?
Rosie, answer the question.
No, because you're going to turn this into something unnecessarily sexual.
No, it's absolutely not. This is just a fashion question.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes.
Sorry?
Yeah. Yep, I do.
Why? Does Christopher sleep nude as well?
No, he just walked past the door, looked in like, what the F are
And he's
you
like-
guys talking about? Look,
Yes or no?
open to options. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Just like that bloody little meme. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Can't say I've seen that meme.
I'm always a bit
Is that
scared.
meme?
I go, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Well, that's the whole thing.
They can do it in an
I'm scared
accent.
that there's going to be some shit.
Anyway, yes. Sometimes it's too much effort to
Okay.
put clothes back on. Okay, let's move on. Maddie, what did you get up to?
Oh my gosh. Okay, Maddie, what'd you do today?
Woke up. No, I really didn't achieve a lot. I cleaned. This is a true story. I cleaned the dining room table. That was something. Made some jelly.
You and jelly is a real weird thing that you and jelly.
I don't know either. I just, it's one of those things where I was at the supermarket. I was doing some shopping and I saw it on the shelves and I was like, "Fuck, I haven't had jelly for a while." So I'll buy 10 packets, and then I did, and then I've just been making it every night for the last.
When you do you get the good stuff or do you go straight for the home brand gear? Because you don't.
No, it's airplane
But yeah,
jelly.
Plain jelly.
Yeah, but it's the sugar-free one. So if you can explain to me how they can make sugar-free jelly crystals,
Yeah.
I don't know
Horse's feet.
what.
Horse's feet.
Isn't that what gelatin's made out of? Like, isn't
No,
it like
no.
somehow not vegan?
I hope not.
Okay, I said feet, but isn't jelly like vegans wouldn't eat jelly? Neither would vegetarians.
it's got cow fat in the real ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, this is really taking a turn.
I'm just
How was your
gonna-
day, Maddie? To
I'll be-
watch
I'm
horse
just-
feeding?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go throw my jelly out.
I get a question on TikTok from a name I can't pronounce. Have you ever tried jelly wrestling?
No, I've refereed it once though.
Yeah, boy. Where at?
Really?
Yeah, at the Alma.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Yes, you know what's going.
Jelly
Mate, this is
wrestling.
really good for you. I reckon you
Yeah,
should do it. You can have
Metro Retro,
100,000
get
people
on it.
through the door, 2-for-1 vodkas. Like no one rocks up. You're like, I'm just
Yeah.
here with 2 blokes covered in jelly. Now what?
Jelly.
Nah,
Were they
dude.
blokes?
Exactly. Yeah.
Wrestling.
Well, yeah. It wasn't a fucking sex show.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah. We're not in Amsterdam. What did you think it was,
Rosie,
Rosie?
this is
Rosie? Yeah.
Rosie
I want
without
to
a nap
know
seems
whether
like
they-
less switched on. Okay, so what did you do today, Rosie? How did you go at work this morning without giving too much information of the inner workings of a radio station? How chaotic is it there at the moment, trying to get as much information out as possible while balancing like content for the people that don't want to hear about that scary stuff? Because like radio is supposed to be
It's supposed to be a
escapism is a way
balance.
too.
Yeah. There's a lot of, I know it's such a weird, I mean, I don't get to make executive decisions about that balance, but it is trying to attempt to be like,
Is that because you're a woman?
oh my God, no, I'm not the executive producer.
Oh, sorry.
Far out.
No, that is a
See my
running joke
women's
that we
studies
have.
degree up
that
there. No, that's not what it is.
Rosie once said something about it wouldn't happen if I was a woman. Like, so it's a running joke. It wasn't a sexist comment.
Yes.
Oh, Adelaide, you know, I got nervous. So sorry, I interrupted.
No,
You keep
it was
going.
it's very COVID heavy at the moment, but and you're always aware that some people don't want to, but you can't, like some people don't want to hear about it and they want to escape, like you said, but you know, it's public service, almost it's a public service. You need to tell people the facts. But it seems like today we talked to a lot of people who were still like lining up all day. Like there were stacks. I reckon there was like 17,000 people who got tested yesterday in South Australia, which is huge. I think it was more than that. And then we talked to like multiple people who were like in their cars all day yesterday and then got to the end of the line and they were like, sorry, you have to go home, come back in the morning. So there are people who've been sitting in their car for 2 days straight just to get a test.
Wouldn't common sense prevail and then someone walk up and down the line of the cars and go, all right, well, this is the last car for today?
They did. They were like, that's the last car.
Do it a bit earlier, maybe? Like not,
that's
not wait till they actually shut and then tell them to leave.
Yeah,
We're lucky. Like, have you guys had a COVID test before?
Yeah, I've had 2.
Yeah. So I the only one that I had was when like we were all good. And I think to get my daughter to be seen by a doctor, she needed to have a COVID test. So I did it for moral support with her when there were no cars there. So it was all good. But you feel for those people that like nobody's intentionally got involved in this, right? So to do that, it would be pretty taxing and frustrating. And it's kind of like roadworks where people would be taking their frustrations out on the testers, but they're going, look, we can only do this so fast. You know?
There was something that made me laugh tonight. I was watching the news, Channel 7 News, and they were talking about the waits at Victoria Park and some of the other bigger populated area ones. And they said, we're going to cross live to Tim Yateman, who's a great man. He's a legend, Timmy. And he's at the airport COVID testing. And he's like, hey, yeah, g'day. Look, there's absolutely no one here. If you want to come down and have a quick test, this is the place to be. If you want to come down now, come down. And there was about 40 people there, I reckon.
That's crazy,
so now I reckon there's about 4,000 people there.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Andy, what about you, mate? What's your situation at the moment and why did you change rooms? Oh.
Because I'm the only person here looking after the kids. So I had to go back into the house and also ate some.
Fair, cool.
Yeah.
Also, I enjoy, Andy, that you've resorted to a generic cup to drink out of instead of
non-branded.
Yeah, it's one of those I don't know if you ever into motorsport or whatever, or when a new manufacturer brings out a brand new car and they haven't released yet, but they do some testing and they put some weird, crazy paintwork over the top of it, so you can't really tell. It's a bit secret. Same with the cup. You seen that before?
No, I like it. It's very good. It's a mosaic kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was raining today. I still managed to go out and try and do some sort of exercise, which was quite difficult. And you guys know me well enough now, Andy, Rosie, and Matt, that I love the cold weather.
Yeah.
Today, I think the coldest day in a very long time in South Australia. I don't have the specifics, and I'm not going to ask you, Rosie, because you famously, the football said there's a 9% chance of rain as it was raining on us.
Right, the weather. I was making a joke. This is bullshit. Anyway.
Yeah, it was like the coldest day. Isn't it the coldest day in like 20 or 30 years or something?
38 years or so.
And I felt the cold today. I felt the cold because I thought, like yesterday I said on this podcast, I said, look, if everybody needs we've got a 90-minute window to go and do some exercise. So I'm like, I can't just say that and not do it. So I went and did some exercise today, but it was absolutely freezing. And then I tried to stay away from my phone, which was semi-successful because I had this idea of doing something creative with my daughter, which turned out all right. We had a bit of fun this morning filming stuff. So it was quite nice. And
did you fart on her again?
No, there was no wind passing. I had a bit of a moment last night. I need to stop passing wind publicly because it's not funny for anyone else apart from me. But no, it was nice. It was nice doing something a bit different. What are you laughing at?
Are you giggling there, Andos?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, and me.
Andy, what are you giggling?
Oh.
Oh yeah, sorry. Josh Miller said it's the coldest day in 32 years. So it was nice to do that. So we've got a couple more days of lockdown. I don't know. I think midweek lockdowns feel the weirdest. Like tomorrow night, people are going to watch the footy. Tonight, the Olyroos are playing. And last time I checked, the Olyroos had scored a goal against Argentina and are leading 1-0 just before halftime, unless that's changed recently, which is amazing. The Olyroos, Andy, are a football side representing Australia, the under-23s. Football is a sport.
Oh, yeah, Jake Barker Days. Yep.
Jake Barker Days, Unlaced podcast.
Hey, can we just talk about how Brisbane won the Olympics and were the only country bidding?
That's incredible, isn't it?
Did you? And you should have seen the joy when they got announced. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
But I think five other people chose the option because the option were: would you like to have it in Brisbane or nowhere at all? And some people chose nowhere.
It was 72 out of 80 voted for Brisbane, so 8 people voted for no Olympics.
You see what DJ Generic put up today?
No.
Okay. All right, so that's just a question. No, it's in relation to when they announced the winner and they had a massive party.
No, I didn't say that.
Not COVID friendly and stuff. And there's just people everywhere if you were going off the Olympics and stuff. Anyway, cool.
Yeah, there were 1,900 cases of COVID in Tokyo today.
Jeez.
1,900 in Tokyo. It's ridiculous. Hey, shout out to Ton Heidrich, who has jumped on board. Toddy, thank you very much for watching, mate. And Concert Argentina are down to 10 men. So it's very, very good for the Olyroos.
And also women.
The first half against one of the world's best side. What did you say, Andy?
And also women if you're heading over there.
Okay. I reckon we should go into the shifty sound. Rosie, you can take us through this because we normally do this in our podcast via the Ozcast network that you can listen to, but we've got a shifty lizard voucher to give away. Do you have the intro there, Andy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
When it works.
Dun, 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 dun.
The shifty sound.
All right. I feel like this is a little bit mean to the podcast listeners who won't get the new clue. But anyway, we have a new sound recorded by moi. And last podcast, Maddie, I dropped a clue.
Wasn't the only thing.
Can't remember it.
Far out. We're still using Glen 20.
Oh, God, we know that's not true. We know that will never be true. Andy, play the sound. Does it work?
I mean, it depends.
I thought it was an apple.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Do it again.
Yeah, there it
We've
is.
had a guest come in live. Miltrone's asked if it's Rosie framing her degrees.
My mum framed them for me.
Yeah, and did you record
not
it?
Mine. That is not the guess.
Why didn't you give a shout out to Wael Al Jamal, who says, I like live
Yeah,
streaming."
wow. Yep.
Thanks.
DJ Well.
Thanks, wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, what's everyone thinking at the moment? We should have a live guest for the shifty sound. So Josh thinks it's Rosie framing her degrees. I thought it was rustling up paper or eating an apple, but I was so what was the last clue you gave?
Yes, Maddie.
Did someone guess yesterday it was unwrapping a condom?
Yes, that was on the Twitter.
Right.
Have you seen them yet, Jared?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have a look at the Twitter now. All right. We'll go through it.
The first clue was snog.
Snog.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
snog. Right. Snog. What a good word snog is.
Yeah. We've got another guess. Is it opening? Oh, Connor.
Oh, Con. What's the guess?
Is it opening? I don't know how to pronounce that first word. Is it Batchy or Backy?
Oh, I'm
Chocolate.
reading Lee's guess. Are you reading Lee's guess?
No, you can.
He said, is it Rosie cracking a shifty and getting stout all over her chest?
Wow.
Her white top.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a crazy time at the Shifty Lizard Brewery, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
We've had a guess from
Live
Stu Backer. Stu Backer
bad.
didn't put a space bar between best teammate and the word of, so it's at best teammate of. Of course, Rosie's clue was snog. Hashtag raunchy Rosie. Is it opening a Hershey's Kiss?
I like that guess a lot.
Well, we've had another live one come in.
Oh, yuck.
So,
Is it the sound of the sheets when Rosie sleeps in the nude?
Every regret saying things out loud to you boys. Why do I? No, it's not.
No, okay. What about Whale Jamal asked if it's stepping on a snail?
And I would not sacrifice a snail's life for this podcast.
I love that Rosie's become the most popular character in this podcast, and people just like. I think you secretly love it, Rosie.
For all the wrong reasons. Then all those guesses are incorrect, guys.
We'll drop another clue.
Okay. Do you want another clue?
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas. In English.
Okay, so let's work through that clue. So he was in Desperado with Salma Hayek. Great movie, heaps of nudity apparently.
Apparently.
There. What else was he in?
Zorro?
Is it Antonio Banderas ripping out his sword?
As Zorro? Obviously.
No, just himself.
Like his sword, the
Yeah.
pink one.
Thanks.
The pork one.
The old pork.
No, and no.
Pork sword.
The old pork sword.
Triana says Desperado, the tapping on guitar.
No.
Pork sword is the most.
Yeah.
I'm having pork for
Disgusting
dinner
phrase
tomorrow night.
I've ever heard.
I'm a tears.
It's foul.
Such a horrible thing to say.
I just
Choose your weapon. I'm going to go the nunchucks. What are you going with, Antonio? I'm going to go with the pork sword.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm just still going to go with the nunchucks if that's all right. Can you put your pants back on, brother?
Maddie.
I've lost it. Fucking hell. That's funny.
So is that correct? Is it the pork sword?
Pork has nothing to do with it.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. We had
So
enough guesses.
Snog and Antonio Banderas.
Snog and it's easy to. I couldn't. Yeah. Go and listen to the podcast. It's much easier to hear there. But,
Okay, no worries. Well, that's fine.
and then the
So you
guesses, the
can
shifty
get-
sound on whatever you do. Twitter mostly. Yeah.
Yes, hashtag the shifty sound. We're on Instagram as well. What's all of our social media accounts?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see at the moment.
Pretty much easy to search best teammates.
At Best Teammates. So you can definitely go have a look at that. All right, so guys, let's have a bit of a breather, and we will hopefully have that 15-second intro for the Best Team 8, which will be able to let us compose ourselves. Then we'll compile another list of 8 certain things. Let's do it.
The best team. 8.
Oh, I can't compose myself here.
Maddie needs it.
I need.
For his eyes.
Oh, what just happened there? I just had a heap of white noise. For those that don't normally listen to us, the Best Team 8 is where we bring up a topic and then each of us bring 2 of those 2 suggestions to the table. And tonight's are bad habits. So what are our personal bad habits? Rosie, I reckon we can guess a few of yours.
No, have a guess, because I asked Christopher when I saw this, and my answers are all out of his mouth. But
Can you go get him?
no, you can't always have my husband on demand during this podcast.
You should get him in again. Last night, we had heaps of people requesting Christopher come back on the podcast. So I think it'd be great when you get time. So Rosie, do you want to start us off? Andy, can you check your phone as well? Rosie, do you want to start us off?
Okay. So tell me if this is even a thing, because I don't think this is a thing. But apparently it's not cool to leave the sponge in the sink.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
I don't have an issue with it.
No, you squeeze that out, mate.
This is what he just told me. You have to squeeze it out. Make sure it's
Gotta
clean
squeeze
and
it out.
dry. So leaving the sponge in a dirty sink.
Yeah. Squeeze it out.
That's fair.
Squeeze it out. Okay, I'm going to give one. And one of my bad habits is leaving my hanky in my pants pocket. I mean, where do you start?
Washing machine.
Yeah, do
So,
it.
like, I always just leave my hanky in my pants pocket. all the time.
What is that? That's not a hanky.
Are you 84 years old?
And
Oh,
it's
it's
cardboard,
actually
isn't it?
hanky.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I need that at the moment.
so that is one of my bad habits. Holding on to a handkerchief still, and like soon enough, I'm going to be old enough for it to be cool. So that is one of my bad habits. Andy, what's yours?
I reckon, we've spoken about it in the past. Having kids here, you learn that there are a lot of bad habits that they have got that they need to learn to grow out of. So I tend to try to not do those, to teach them the right thing. So swearing is one of those ones that I've got. Swearing in front of everyone. Little, big, wide, thin. Everyone. So
Cue Georgia grab. Where's the Georgia grab? Play it. Play it.
you're going to know.
We get it. We understand. We understand. Okay, Maddie, what's one of your bad habits?
Probably my worst one is biting my fingernails. Shocking. Yeah, horrible.
Yeah.
Show us your nails
good.
now.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh.
they're not too bad. You're all
Not
right.
too bad. Not too, the fingers a bit.
They're a hand of
Oh, that one there's quite attacked. I
That's
think.
fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry,
all right.
guys.
Can I put this on the list?
Yeah.
Forgetting people's names. Is that a bad habit?
Yeah. That's horrific.
No, that's just rude. I'm joking.
No, it
I'm
is. No,
sorry.
it is. It is. And
I'm joking.
and I always say I'm bad at it, but I probably should just try harder.
We had Matt.
Thank
We had one of our listeners, Matt Verco, say Rosie's bad habit is saying inappropriate things at the footy.
Yeah.
That is not a bad habit. That is
That's
talent.
calculated.
Yeah, that's the marketing ploy.
One of my
line of like adult toys I'm gonna release. Like what? How was that? How was that a marketing ploy?
Well, you made
Why-
It's great.
Okay, next.
I'm trying.
person.
I'm trying really hard like tonight to do what Andy did last night, and that is always look right down the camera when people are talking. Okay, so one of my bad habits is similar to yours, Maddie. Like I am a finger picker when I'm nervous, and also I still sometimes pick my nose. Like everybody does that, don't they?
Yeah, eat it.
Never eaten it. Not.
Yeah.
I also smell everything. Like if I leave a Band-Aid on for too long, I'll smell my finger.
Sometimes I smell my earrings when I take them out.
Yeah, what does it smell? Is it smell just funky?
Yeah, like I probably shouldn't be smelling it. What's your Band-Aid
Andy?
smell like? That's
Yeah, it's real funky and it's kind of addictive. But then you're like walking around the city or going. So it's pretty disgusting. Andy, what's yours?
Yeah, so you look like you're huffing paint through Rundle Mall like everyone else down there, right? Yeah. Mine's pretty generic and probably has been a staple in the way that I've been since my early 20s, and that's just going in too hard too early. And that's a real bad habit. No matter what it is, whether it be holidays, party, or just anything in general, really. I don't really think. I just go straight into it and hope for the best.
and it always turns out fun.
Oh no, we've lost Walshy.
Why?
I don't know. There's
What did
something.
you say?
They must have a little joke or something that they know.
What have you done?
There's no joke. It's just that's life.
Maddie, take over.
Yeah, I don't know if I can at the moment. I've noticed the people tuning in. One of them was my old housemate Nick Little, and he can attest to this. So one of my worst habits, I think, is I'll wash my clothes, I'll put them in the dryer, and then that's where I'll source them from for the rest of the week.
No, it's not a bad habit. That's efficient.
Well,
Are you biting your fingernails while talking to us about habits?
I'm trying to steal my bad habit, Rosie.
Yeah, it's
I've just
it's a fair assumption. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to go to the quiz very soon. If anyone has any questions who's watching on Facebook Live at the moment, throw them this way right now. So quickly ask anything. Maddie's in charge of the Facebook questions. So anything that comes to your mind, you can ask us anything. We do appreciate people watching. We'll get to the trivia in a second. So guys, where we're at the moment, it's Thursday night here in Adelaide. So I'm thinking over the weekend we'll do another one of these podcasts as well. Is everyone okay with that? Because we're still in lockdown.
Sure.
I'll check my schedule.
Oh, what are you going to do, mate? Tomorrow you're going to, shave your face again?
Maybe. I don't know.
And mate,
Shorter and shorter by the week.
Yeah, I was gonna come on with a massive handlebar one just for lols, but I ruined that.
what we were going to do in the podcast that Maddie couldn't make on Tuesday was a food challenge. Now, you can still go to the supermarket because it's an essential service. So we still have the ability to do that. So what I was thinking, if we were going to do a podcast on Saturday evening or Sunday or whenever we decide to do it, and we'll give our viewers and our listeners a little bit more notice, what I thought we could do is agree on what we are going to try and eat. The suggestion I gave to Maddie was those really hot Cheetos that are in the supermarkets at the moment. Now, I can't do hot food, so I wouldn't be able to, but Matt says he can do them. We potentially could have a food challenge and we can do it virtually just to see how we go. What's everyone's thoughts on that? Finding something that we can all agree on and going and getting and doing some sort of challenge. And then potentially on the weekend, because we're in lockdown, it's the weekend, we could almost turn our best team mates into a booze team mates.
Yes, I'm on board all those ideas. Andy's very happy with that.
And we get to eat?
Yeah, well, actually, that was a question from Josh Miller. Who can eat the most pork sausage?
No, I'm not doing that one.
All right, guys, everyone got their pork swords tonight, or?
I like Matt Verco's question above that while we're talking about Olympics. What's your favourite memory from the Sydney 2001 Olympics?
Yeah, so I have I've got lots of memories from that time.
I reckon one of ours will be similar.
Well, some I can't share because it's just too personal. One of them is the Sydney 2000s video game, which was amazing playing that on PC. And to run, you just had to go like this on the keyboard. And that was also the time that I worked at a news agency for 2 weeks at Westlakes. And I got into trouble because I was looking at the inappropriate magazines while working there. And I went to the Black and White magazine, which is a photography magazine, I think. And the lead singer of Madison Avenue, I think her name was Shane. She did a photo shoot where she had all of her clothes off and I got busted looking at it.
Was your defense that it's black and white, so it's art, not pornography?
I'm an artist. Yeah, it was research for art. Which so that was my memory from the actual Olympics though.
Is that the Nikki Webster year? Is that 2000?
Yeah.
Nikki Webster. Yeah. Yeah, is that your memory, Rosie?
Yeah. That opening ceremony is really faint though. I mean, I wasn't that young. How young was I? But yeah, I remember that moment.
You would have been in your 30s. Yeah.
I wasn't in my 30s. Is that what you said? I was in my 30s in the year 2000. Shout out to my plastic surgeon.
Jumping Jai Tarima, was he in Sydney 2000? The long jumper, the long hair, and Tatiana Grigorieva. And Josh says that Vince Carter jumping over the old mate.
Yeah, mine was probably, remember Eric the Eel?
Eric
the swimmer from Equatorial Guinea.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the best.
And he got at the end of that, because he was so bad at swimming, they gave him one of those Anthorpe bodysuits to swim in. So hey, shout out to Kieran Bridge, who's on the chat. Hey guys, what do you reckon? We're going to the quiz to wrap up this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
Back to the Future quiz time.
On Sydney 2000 anyway, but anyway.
Andy, what's yours?
Not going to it or not watching it. So there you go. All right, here we go.
No. Are you sure?
No.
Did you want to think about?
We're gonna have a meeting after this.
It was the it was the year that I worked at Hove Foodland, and I remember watching Nikki Webster, and that you know where she's on stage. That's all I remember is the big light on stage and the big long fucking cable that goes up to the top where the old plane comes in. But that's about it. Anyway, there you go.
Glad we asked. All right, let's go to the quiz intro.
Now on Best Teammates. Back to the Future quiz.
All right. Thanks, Con and Lena at Brighton Trophy Centre. Follow them on the socials. We are very grateful for you guys, as we always are, for taking the time to watch this. Might even try and get Con on the live stream we do on the weekend and say good day to Con. What are you laughing at, man? You've got something humorous to say.
So wow, Jamal's just commented. My favourite moment was Freeman was watching the first Australian Indigenous person to become a Commonwealth Games gold medalist at age 16 in 1990. The year 1994 was her breakthrough season. At the 1994 Commonwealth Games in Canada, Freeman won gold in both the 200 and the 400. She also won a silver medal at the 96 Olympics, came in first in the 97 World Championships in the 400 event. In 1998, Freeman took a break. It's just a copy and paste, but he's done.
So, Wow Jamal has just gone onto Google and just copied from Wikipedia and pasted. Do you know Wow Jamal?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I love Wow Jamal.
Yep. He's good man.
Okay, so guys, your buzzer for the Back to the Future quiz. I want to make
it.
I was going to think that we had a really emotional chat because
I know.
I
look like I've been bawling my eyes
Maddie,
out.
your buzzer is pork sword.
Yes.
Okay,
Good one.
Rosie, come up with your buzzer.
Me? What? You gave Maddie his.
Okay, yours is double sock.
Thank you. That's good. I wouldn't have come up with that. Great.
And Andy, yours is too hard, too early. Okay, guys, 10 questions. Your name is your buzzer.
Well,
Question
no,
one.
It's not. It's mine's pork sword.
Yeah, someone went into auto mode.
Matt Pork Sword.
No, wait a sec. Hold on. This is what I call you after hours, matey. All right. So just relax. Sorry. Question one. Which Red Hot Chili Peppers member was in the Back to the Future movies?
Pork Sword.
What do you got, pork sword?
Flea.
Flea is correct. For a bonus point, can you name another Red Hot Chili Peppers member from a famous movie?
Nope. Oh,
okay.
No.
Okay.
Will Ferrell.
So Anthony Kiedis was in Point Break.
Haven't seen it.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes, but Keanu Reeves wasn't in the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Was that the? Yeah. Go on. Question two.
Andy, did you
just change rooms?
How many cameras do you have?
I got a few.
Okay.
Can we have your left?
Question two. What was the name of the first single from Scandalous?
Double stocking. Me, myself.
What?
Wasn't that my name? Yeah? Aren't I double sock?
Double sock, yeah.
Me, myself, and I.
Correct. Well done. Great work, Rosie.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Question three. Which Seinfeld character was in Jurassic Park?
Too hard, too early.
Yes.
The weighty one. Newman.
Correct.
Yes, Andy.
Done. Well done. You all have a point. Question four. What boy band was Brian McFadden in?
Double socking.
Double socking.
Westlife.
Correct. Yes. Question five. Which fast food outlet?
Pork sword.
Yeah.
KFC.
Say it's not. Say it's not.
The question.
Sorry, go on.
Which fast food outlet was founded by Harlan Sanders?
Pork sword. KFC. Yes.
What was his first name?
Harland.
Harlan. No, Harlan.
Harlan Shake.
Remember the Harlan Shake?
He just shits on everything.
We've lost him.
It's so weird that we haven't had a drink tonight.
I can't wait for Sunday or whatever we're doing it.
Question six. Name 3 Mario Kart characters.
Double socking.
Double sock.
Did Andy come in first?
Double socking.
Hey, he just hit the correct buzzer. He didn't actually answer it.
Yeah, double sock and go.
Oh, Mario.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Yep.
Or Yoshi. And Bowser.
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Which character did you guys go with? I was always a Yoshi or a Toad.
Yeah, I'd always go Toad.
Yeah, Toad.
Oh, what the? Couldn't remember the princess's name. Was it just
Leia.
Princess?
Princess.
Is it Princess?
She's Princess Toadstool, I think.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're a princess and that's what you got as your name.
Question 7. What was the name of the guy who did the turkey slap on Big Brother?
Oh, would I do that again?
That's not. You don't physically have a buzzer. You say too much too early. Yeah.
You can tell Andy's been a audio producer in his life. He doesn't use his voice anymore. He just uses sounds like the buttons are in his
pork sword.
No, I think Andy already kind of answered.
No, I was going to say.
What do you got for his pork sword?
Merlin?
No, Merlin is incorrect. Andy, you know the guy.
Too early. Oh, mate, Brick. What's his name?
John Brick is correct.
John
Well
Brick.
done. Well done.
Really
John
good.
Brick.
Well done. What are you drinking, Rosie? Are you drinking a gin?
I still don't have any wine. I'm still out of wine, so I've resorted to gin.
Surely his nickname was Shitter.
Shitter Brick.
I love just all of you are cracking up. Oh, gee. I'll wait.
What did the beach house used to be called?
You had too early.
Yeah.
Magic Mountain.
Yeah, good one.
Oh, that beach house.
Question 9. What's Post Malone's real name?
Oh, pork sword. No.
Pork
It's
sword is
Austin
incorrect.
Post.
Austin Toast.
Austin Post.
Austin Toast.
It's a new
What did
spread.
you want for breakfast? Can I have some muesli and some Austin Toast, please?
Oh.
What did you want? Just a pork sword. Okay. Question 10. This is for the win. Someone?
All of us?
Question 10. Which Spice Girl had the best solo career?
Oh, pork sword.
Yeah.
Posh.
No.
Well, she got to root David Beckham. That's a pretty good fucking career.
True. Oh, no need to snap.
Sorry.
Okay.
Musically?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't ask that.
Sorry.
Double
Pork sword.
spoken.
Yeah.
I would say probably Mel C.
Incorrect. Mel C had the highest single out of all the Spice Girls with When You're Gone with Bryan Adams. But this particular solo artist had 5 songs in the top 10 over her solo career.
Too hard, too early. Gary Halliwell.
Yes, correct. Well done.
Oh, Andy.
She also had,
That's why you guys weren't answering.
Yeah, we didn't.
she also had a yoga DVD that I used to own.
Yogurt.
Yoga.
Okay.
Gary Halliwell. And yeah.
What
I'll
sort
give-
of yogurt?
Strawberry yogurt.
Oh, Nicky Webster.
Andy's gone. We lost Andy.
Andy realised that he's going to write the next quiz. Is that why he's crying?
He's shattered.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
It's a booze team, man, too. Two
good.
mates.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up. Guys, this has been lots of fun. Follow us on the socials. We'll be back on the weekend. Any final messages, Andy, if people want to buy merchandise?
Yeah, just hit up the shop at ozcastnetwork.com and we're happy to help you out, whatever you need.
Be safe, everyone. You can have a guess at the Shifty Sound. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Rosie, you've got one day left tomorrow of your working week, so enjoy that, and we'll see you on the weekend. Anyone else have anything else to say?
See you later.
All right. Con, take us away. See ya. Bye.
Love you.
Brought to you by the Brighton Trophy Center. Cups, trophy, badges, medals. Yeah, we do it better. Best team, man. DTC, BTM, BTS. Yeah. Best team, man. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Okay.
Awesome.